Hey guys, I want to make another video real fast because I've been putting this one off for a while, and I feel like it's kind of a topic that's been done a lot, but I wanted to sort of make it clear because, again, I found a YouTuber whose comment just puts everything into the best clarity that I could really ask for, probably better than I could put it in myself if I'd tried. But I wanted to talk about Jesus' sacrifice. And I know it's been done a lot with other YouTubers, but um, I thought that this comment was put very well, and it's by the YouTuber Test Meat Doll Steak, which is an exotic name. But he was commenting on a video that was talking about it was in support of the quality of Jesus' sacrifice for all of mankind, because that's one of the big things Christians like to talk about is Jesus became man. He lowered himself to our lowly, sinful level, even though, whatever. Um, so I think I'd like to take a whack at that idea, the greatness of Jesus' sacrifice, because I mean that's basically the cornerstone of Christianity, that Jesus sacrificed himself for all humans, and it was such a big thing that it means that we need to accept him because he already did this for us. We're late to the game. We have to pick up our love for Jesus because he did this for us. But I'd like to read this comment, and it was in response. So it says, "I'm saying that if this is the kind of sacrifice that Jesus made, then it hardly seems like something that people should worship him for. Who wouldn't tolerate a few hours of physical pain, knowing full well that you'll be resurrected and return to rule everything for all eternity? Jesus, Jesus was dealt a guaranteed winning lottery ticket, and he stood in line for a little while before he cashed it in. Quite the sacrifice." And then he goes on a little bit. But the point is that Jesus really was dealt a winning lottery ticket. He had to suffer a little bit for a while. I mean, obviously, he was born human. If he was God, he was born human. That must suck. We all go through that every day. It's not exactly big suffering. Um, but he was born human, and then he knew he was going to be, I mean, obviously he knew he was God, but he knew he was going to come back after his death. Um, and not only come back, he was going to come back and rule over everything for eternity. He was going to get everyone who punished him and more. I mean, he was going to get them, make them burn forever in hell, and bring all the people who were nice to him up to heaven with him. Is that so tough? I mean, if I knew in 10 years I was going to get crucified, whipped first, then crucified, and then die on a cross, but I knew I was going to rule over everything after that, I think I'd do that. I think I might make that sacrifice, as long as I had power over everything for eternity and I was good. Um, So I don't really see what the greatness of the sacrifice is. I mean, it's not even that he died, because he didn't die. It, I mean, the only way that I can see that Jesus' sacrifice meaning anything is just because of the pain. And I know he was whipped, and the Passion of the Christ really kind of draws on how much he was whipped. Whatever, I don't know the actual historical records of it. I mean, I've read that part of the Bible, but um, uh, Jesus didn't die. He didn't even come close to dying. He basically did the opposite. If eternal life is life, then he was dead before then. He gained everything when he died. So to say that it's a sacrifice, that he came to earth and died for us, really? He died? So he doesn't exist anymore. He died like we die. No, he didn't die like we die. He got promoted, and the promotion was rough for a few seconds, which, by the way, compared to infinity, is literally nothing. It's infinitely small compared to an infinite space of time where you're in perfect bliss with God or whatever, like God's in with himself in heaven. I don't know, Trinity stuff. But the point is that if infinity comes after this little bit of suffering, the suffering is nothing. Honestly, it's nothing. So there's no sacrifice there at all. It's a promotion, and just like this um, YouTuber said, who wouldn't tolerate that? Who wouldn't tolerate a whipping and then dying on the cross for eternity? Um, so yeah, it's not a sacrifice. And I know a lot of Christians are probably going to comment on this and say it is a sacrifice. He died for us. He didn't have to do it. Whatever, whatever. He didn't have to give us original sin. He didn't have to make us flawed. He didn't have to make the serpent that tempted us and made us flawed. Or rather, no, we were already flawed. If we had been perfect, we wouldn't have listened to the serpent. But we weren't perfect. There's so much to get into there. But the point is, um, the whole thing is a mess, and Jesus didn't sacrifice himself, not even close. So I know this has been touched on by lots of other people. I just thought I'd put in my 2 cents. So hope you enjoyed this.